ICSE Class 10 students. This is especially for y'all. So the objective of this series will be to practice the entire biology syllabus through 150 one-word answers or name the following questions. So I hope it's helpful for y'all. And as prerequisites, please be ready with a paper and a pen so that you can jot down your answers, and then while I go through the answers, you can tally them and see how many you've gotten correct. Get started with the first set of questions. Okay, so first, a hollow pear-shaped organ of the female reproductive system. It is the uterus. The uterus in common words is also known as the womb. But for your answer, you need to write the uterus. This is a keyword. Then, the canal through which testes descend into the scrotum just before the birth of a human male. The answer is inguinal canal. If you've written inguinal canal, give it a tick mark. Next, the membrane that surrounds the fetus and secretes a protective fluid. It is the amnion. Okay, and here it secretes a protective fluid. So this fluid is known as the amniotic fluid. Amniotic fluid. Okay, now plastids that impart green color to the leaves. So we all know, right? Green color means it is the chloroplast. Then two plants that have variegated leaves. The answer will be one is croton and the other is coleus. So variegated leaf basically means, you know what, that say this is a leaf and within it there will be certain parts, say, which are green in color, and on the other hand there will be certain parts which are non-green in color, some kind of other color. So these are the leaves which are known as variegated leaves. The next set of questions are on the screen. Let's check the answers. The process by which the intact plant loses water in the form of droplets. Intact and here droplets. So this is guttation. Okay. Next, the organelles that are absent in mature RBCs. Organelles, plural. The first, it is the nucleus that is not present, and then the mitochondria. Both of these are not present. Now, why is the nucleus not present? Because the RBC has a biconcave shape like this, right? So the nucleus is absent so that there is enough space available for the oxygen molecules to be accommodated inside with the hemoglobin. And mitochondria is absent because mitochondria itself uses up oxygen for aerobic respiration. So, since the job of RBCs is to transport oxygen and not use it up by itself, so mitochondria is also missing. Then chemicals found in the blood which act against antigens, these are antibodies. The circulation of blood from the right ventricle to the lungs and back to the left atrium. So circulation related to the lungs is the pulmonary circulation. Okay, next. The bulk part of the brain, this is the cerebrum. The bulk means the majority part or the portion which occupies a large part of the brain, that is the cerebrum. The next set of questions are on the screen. Okay, time to check the answers. The point where duplicated chromosomes are joined, it is the centromere. So just quickly to show you all, say that these are the duplicated chromosomes and the point in the center where they are attached, that is known as the centromere. Then individual having similar pair of genes, that is known as homozygous. So homo, the word homo refers to same, right? So homozygous. Then the process by which raisins swell up when placed in water, this is endosmosis. As we know, endo means in, going in, right? And osmosis, we all know, higher concentration to lower concentration, movement of water molecules across a semi-permeable or selectively permeable membrane. So if these are the raisins present from the outside solution, the water will enter and hence the raisin will swell up. Next, tissue which transports manufactured food from the leaves to other plant parts. Simple, phloem. Okay. Next, muscular extension of the cauda epididymis. This is the vas deferens, and we all know that the vas deferens is also known as the sperm duct. Time to check the answers. Okay. The hormone that stimulates the contraction of the uterus during childbirth. This is oxytocin. For additional information, where does oxytocin come from? The oxytocin is secreted by the pituitary gland, right? And also specifically by the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland. Okay? So oxytocin is a hormone which is secreted by the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland, and it helps to stimulate the contraction of the uterus during childbirth. Next, the site of fertilization in the female reproductive system, it is the fallopian tube, right? And the fallopian tube is also known as the oviduct. Next, we have the period of intrauterine development of the embryo. So this is known as the gestation period. That is the entire time of pregnancy when the unborn child is inside the mother's womb. Next, we have plastids that store starch in plants. So that is the leucoplast, and very specifically you can say that the type of leucoplast that stores starch are the amyloplasts. Next, place of best vision in the retina of the eye, that is the yellow spot, and the yellow spot also has two other names. One name is the macula lutea and the other is the fovea centralis. Well, so if you think that this has been useful for you regarding your practice for the upcoming board examination, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel by explaining. And yes, stay tuned for the next part. Thank you.